AEW are adding another title, plus Mercedes Mone is winning another title, possibly, and WWE have terminated Ridge Holland's contract early after comments made online. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. So last night on Dynamite TE, there was a little live stream during the show where Tony Khan made an announcement about a new AEW Championship belt.
Yippee!
Woohoo! Woohoo! Let's-a go!
Oh,
Come
indeed.
on, children!
Come on, children. On a live stream alongside Tony Schiavone, Tony Khan revealed the plans to introduce this AEW National Championship, the inaugural champion being crowned at AEW Full Gear. On the live stream, Tony talked about his love for the NWA National Championship, the top prize in Georgia Championship Wrestling on TBS in the 80s. He said he wanted to bring the National Championship back to TBS for a long time, so he made the decision to do so under the All Elite Wrestling banner. It was also revealed that the championship will not be exclusive to AEW. I've got things to say. And will, in fact, be defended across multiple promotions, name-dropping New Japan Strong and Ring of Honor. Did we not just have this championship? Was this championship not called the AEW International Championship?
But this is national.
Oh, sorry,
Not
yes, of course.
international.
Yeah, no, you're right,
International.
Even though it's kind of the same-ish sort of premise for the title.
National,
National,
though.
though.
National, though. This is normally the part where I go, I'm too many titles. Fed bad. AEW bad. Normally I say that. I will say, in the defense of AEW on this occasion, because I know you're ready for me to kick off about too many belts, they did unify a couple of them earlier in the year.
They did.
So they were aware there was a problem. Had they not unified the others, I'd go, whoa, we having a national title now. Let's not be silly. And as long as those belts stay unified and they don't just get added to the cluster, then fine. But also my original statement about the titles, and I think my erstwhile colleague will echo my sentiment here as well.
Yeah.
In that when you compare WWE have this many titles, they are designed for respective separate shows.
Yes, yeah.
So it's not like they're all being defended all at the same time, all in the same place, like AEW titles are. And that is why, okay, you might do the numbers and go, well, there's not that many different, but you have to realise it's a feeling rather than a number.
I'm so torn between this because I like the idea of a belt, and as I mentioned, we've not long had that with the International Championship, and the champions going to different promotions across the world to defend this title, and I love seeing that, seeing Pac go out there doing his stuff, seeing Will Ospreay go out there doing his stuff in all these different promotions and whatnot. And I like the idea of a title where they can do that and take it to all these different places. But my thinking is there's literally just had this title and then unified it, and now they're like, well, we'll bring it back. We'll bring a version of it back, I guess.
Just like belts.
But I don't know.
Just like belts. So how will this champion be crowned? Well, Full Gear is around the corner, and we're going to have a Casino Gauntlet Battle Royale with cheese. And at the end of it, one person will be crowned the inaugural AEW National Champion. We know so far that Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Ricochet will be in the match. They had a little bit of a back and forth where they all promised to be brilliant and all promised to win the belts. But more names will be added to it. Do you know what? Obviously, there's going to be more names that are going to be thrown around, but basing on the names that we know, do you know what? Give it to Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, Shelty B would be amazing with it. Like, time and time again, just proves that he's still absolutely got what it takes in the ring. And him as a fighting, defending champion across different promotions, yes, please. Please.
That'd be brilliant. I'd love that so much. Now, following the announcement of the AEW National Championship, it awoke Mike Mondo from the National Wrestling Alliance. That's that promotion that Marky D reviews on his YouTube channel. Mike Mondo took to Twitter to react to the news of a national championship in AEW. He's the NWA National Champion. He said, "Let me be clear. There is only one NWA, and there's only one prestigious national championship that holds legit lineage and has for decades. So to Tony Khan or anyone else confused, here's the legit title with the company it belongs to and the legit national champion. My name is Mike Mondo. Mikey!"
And you can't teach that. No, that's the wrong guy, Tom.
My name is Mike Mondo, and I am delicious. That isn't his catchphrase, but I'm going to pretend it is.
Yeah.
And I think you should tweet him that today. I think he'd have a lovely time.
Absolutely.
Definitely do that. So we're getting a new title and we're getting it crowned at Full Gear. Also, Full Gear, a title match has been added with some heavy steps.
Oh, it certainly has. Kyle Fletcher is going to put his AEW TNT title on the line once more against Mark Briscoe at Full Gear. However, not only did Briscoe insist that the match be no disqualification, Don Callis added a little extra spicy stipulation in there. So if Kyle Fletcher wins, Mark Briscoe has to leave the conglomeration forever and join the Don Callis family. And Briscoe agreed to that match as well.
So there we go. This feels like Mark Briscoe's going to leave the conglomeration.
I'm so torn on this one. I don't know. The idea of seeing Mark Briscoe in a suit and having to sort of conform to how the Don Callis family is presented is quite tantalising to me as a fan. But also, these two have had absolute banger matches. The one that they had at Wrestle Dream, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Unbelievable. They have such good chemistry together. And part of me during that match was like, maybe Mark Briscoe does it. Maybe it is actually time for Mark Briscoe to do it. But now I'm feeling like this might be the time, but I also wouldn't be opposed to if it wasn't the time, because I'd like to see both avenues, you know?
Yeah.
Both paths.
You know what? It's nice that whatever the outcome, there's going to be either some really fun scenarios and storyline and creative being played out, or we're going to get a Mark Briscoe singles title run.
Yeah.
Both are nice in our faces. Speaking of title runs, Mercedes Mone has had a run of titles, and it's looking like she's about to add another belt. I don't have a good feeling for the champion.
Oh dear. Yes, Mercedes Mone. It was confirmed, House of Glory confirmed Mercedes Mone opponent for House of Glory Super Clash next Saturday. And yes, as Tom said, it looks like she might be adding another championship to her collection. Mone is going to face Phoenix Diana for the APAC Wrestling Women's Championship next Saturday in Brentwood, New York, as part of the big event XS.
Now, I've been following Phoenix Diana for a little while. She's from Kuala Lumpur, trailblazer. She's the first ever hijab-wearing pro wrestler. And she's had that APAC Women's title for about 2 years.
Oh.
Not a massive amount of title defences, but she's had it for 2 years. And that's why I fear for Diana and her run as APAC Women's Champion. I feel like this all sets up for another belt for Monet to add to her collection.
I guess that... Oh.
I'm just going to go through the belts.
Oh, here we go.
Just needed me readers. So she currently holds the AEW TBS title, the Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's title, and the Queen of Southside title. Not an official title, but she's holding it nonetheless. The Owen Hart Cup title. It's not defended, but it's still a title she's carrying. The CMLL World Women's title, the EWA Women's title, the Bestia Women's title, the Primetime Wrestling Women's title, the Discovery Wrestling Women's title up in Bonnie, Scotland, the Body Slam Women's title, and the Winnipeg Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. And she might be adding the APAC Women's title to that as well.
Ooh, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. At this point, I guess that's it, isn't it?
What if it's the trick that she's just going to eventually hold all the women's titles everywhere?
I mean, I feel like the idea is that she has to get all these other belts because she can't get the AEW Women's World title. It's kind of like it sounds maybe bad for the promotions themselves, but it feels like she's got all these consolation prizes to make up for the fact that she can't get that big one. That's what it feels like to me, at least, anyway.
Yeah, it feels that way. But of course, that'll be in the wake of Blood and Guts, and it'll be just the same. Also, just the weekend before Full Gear.
Yes.
So lots happening in the world of Mercedes Mone.
Oh yeah,
and a new title. Our main story concerns Ridge the Fridge Holland once more. Yesterday, we talked about a post that Ridge put online that made his feelings about his current situation post WWE very known. He's made a long injury recovery period, an injury that was caused whilst wrestling on behalf of WWE for TNA. He posted just the day before yesterday, I never thought I'd be able to pay my mortgage. I never thought I'd not be able to pay my mortgage, rather. I feel like I've just been hung out to dry after getting injured working for another company on behalf of WWE. Add to that my contract not being renewed, knowing that I wouldn't be able to wrestle for 7 months. This is brutal. Yes, they are taking care of surgery and physical therapy, but let's be honest, that's the bare minimum after what we sacrificed for the company, plus the possibility of having to get my neck fused too. Talk about getting totally effed. That was from our report yesterday. He was announced soon afterwards as part of the meet and greet at GCW Dream On in New Jersey in 2 weeks' time, because it came to light following that Ridge Holland was suddenly available to take bookings anywhere and everywhere.
Yes.
Whereas we understand, at least we understood until yesterday, that he had an obligation with WWE in which his contract would be in place until the 15th of November. What have Fightful Select said about this?
Well, Fightful Select shares WWE's reaction to Ridge Holland's update, saying Fightful Select confirmed with WWE sources that Menzies' WWE deal has been terminated early. The word within WWE was that they considered some of his recent posts a breach, and the call was made to release him from his deal early. The deal was originally set up to go until mid-November, of which he'd be paid. It was strongly suggested that he won't be paid for the remaining period.
So it either means that he won't get his last paycheck at all, or potentially he will have 9 days docked from it.
Potentially, yeah. At this point, it's so messy, isn't it? It's so messy.
It's a messy situation, and also, and this is a conversation we were having upstairs. So it was seen as a breach of contract. So we saw what happened when Andrade had a breach of contract.
Yes.
Recently, and it stopped him wrestling for a full year. Now, obviously, wrestling right now for Ridge Holland isn't at the front of his mind. It's all about sort of, looking after his family and getting healthy to get back into the ring. So I guess a 1 year no compete for somebody who has maybe another 7 months minimum of rehabilitation, it's probably not front of mind. It's probably not going to be that pressing. It's not going to make that much of a difference.
No, for sure. But again, I guess it also sort of depends. I guess we'll see going forward whether things like that do happen in terms of will he be at the GCW Dream On event and whatnot as well.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because as he mentions in his statement, it seems like he's struggling at the moment as it is anyway. So then to put that sort of non-compete, if they did do that on top of that, would suck very much. But as you say, he's in the process at the moment of healing, isn't he?
Obviously, we send our love to our boy Luke Menzies, to Ridge Holland, Yorkshire boy, went and done good in America, and Liversidge served proudly by our boy Ridge, and we're sending all the best to you. It is a Thursday tonight. Owen and Dan are back on Twitch with Football Manager. I have been loving what they have been up to lately.
Mason Mendel, Owen Mawson, Gateshead. I don't know, what's the team called? Gateshead United? Is that who they... There we go, yes. I know football.
They're in the Gatesheads.
Incredible stuff. Amazing skits. Everything that they do is absolutely spot on. At 5 p.m. GMT over at twitch.tv/cultaholic/live of twitch.tv/cultaholic. I think it just is. I don't know. 5 p.m. GMT, go and see them because they're absolutely phenomenal.
You don't need to be a Football Manager fan to love what they're all about, honestly. It's, I would say, and I think we're biased because we work here, but it's probably the most fun Twitch stream around at the moment.
I would agree. I would agree.
Just I love their work. Twitch.tv/cultaholic. And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Kiss, kiss.
I love you. Bye.